started off with being a bit of a struggle, but then you kind of have to be in a team where you're willing to search for the space, if that makes any sense. Like in certain songs, so like I'm currently at Soul Survivor and I do the festivals, and like when they do big songs, it's finding the space or the moments where they bring it down and there's ministry time and the kind of like the moments of quiet, which then you're able to be heard. It's kind of using that and looking out for that and having an ear for that and kind of listening to like what God's doing, and if there is a ministry time, then you can come in and then you can really show like the harp when it comes in, that kind of when it comes into its own. Wanting to do music, I definitely want to do music, and playing the harp, wanted to do something that involved the harp, but wasn't quite sure what, and knew that I loved worshipping, but didn't actually know that there was actually a course that I could do that in. And then my mum kind of discovered the LST website and kind of brought it up, and then as soon as I came, it kind of felt almost like this was the right place, that God was kind of calling me here, and that to be able to do like worship and music as a degree was kind of phenomenal, and it was quite an exciting thing to be able to do. A lot of it is kind of like faith. Your faith becomes a lot stronger, and out of that you're able to then be like, well, I can look for a job which is actually be able to incorporate my faith into it. But like music-wise, like creativity and like learning to just not be afraid to improvise, I think is one of the main things that I kind of learned. And yeah, especially like Carey's lessons where you kind of just like, right, go, and you kind of just have to do it and kind of put it out of your comfort zones. I think they're the best lectures that I've actually had, where you're forced to actually step out and just be creative in like just practice, being creative and being in the spirit and just listening to what other people are doing around you and learning more by ear, because I was originally, like, I can read music and I was always good at reading music, but never actually played by ear, didn't really learn any of that kind of stuff. But coming here, like getting involved with musicians, learning to play as a band, working with teams, stuff like that, is kind of what I've learned the most, I'd say. I would say just practice in your own time, like listen to songs and then just work out melodies and stuff like that, stuff which you just, like improvising is so useful, and kind of like improvisation a lot of people think is kind of like off the cuff stuff, and like that stuff comes amazing, and it's amazing when you get those times when it's proper improvisation, but actually a song at the right moment, the right time is just as impact as a spontaneous time of worship. It's kind of like improvising and then working out like a tune that works really well, a melody that you think is absolutely beautiful, and then applying that to a song later on, like that is just as good as improvisation in the moment itself. So I'd say just keep practicing and just worshipping God in your own time, and then you'll become much more confident later on with just working stuff out off the cuff, or being like, oh, I know that this tune works, I wonder if it'll work in this song, or something along the kind of lines of like a similar pattern that would work in that kind of song, and just keep working at it, and like it'll come, and like then you'll learn to play in the spirit, and it just becomes an amazing. The community here at LST is so good at trying to help you, kind of stay alongside you and kind of keep you kind of like, oh, how is your relationship with God, rather than just studying the Bible and just keeping it straight and like academic, but actually keeping it a relationship thing as well. I think that's really cool about LST. And yeah.